Production.
What is poppin', Galaxy Gang? It's been a minute since I've posted a video breakdown, so I thought when would be a better time. We're about 12 days out from the NASDAQ uplisting, so I know a lot of us are super excited about that. So I thought, why not hop up on here, give a breakdown, share my thoughts. I love doing this shit anyway, so I've been trying to do this for a minute, but I've been quite busy, so let's get into it. Right before I start breaking the stock down, if you haven't learned about Galaxy before, I know a bunch of you guys in the community, you know me, I know you, you know what the company does, but if you're new to the space or new to learning about Galaxy, it just popped up on your feed, give this post a read. I dropped it last night or yesterday midday, and essentially it goes through Galaxy as a company, and I share my thoughts on why I think they're going to be a household name in the crypto space, and the AI space as well, right? So I think the opportunity is grand here. So if you're new to Galaxy and you want to know what's up, maybe give this post a read. I did miss a few things in there. Of course, the company does so many things, it's hard to break down. But for a general outlook, I go over many things like why they're a liquidity powerhouse, industry-leading asset management, their digital infrastructure solutions, their tokenization wizard, some of their venture fund, their venture fund capitalist projects that they've acquired and things that they're expanding into, putting money in, and many other things, the AI and HPC data center. I'll let you give that a read, but I was excited about making that, and I thought, when's a better time to share? So we're going to get into this breakdown here, right? Galaxy Digital Holdings, from a technical perspective, I'm looking at the TSX version, so this is all going to be in CAD, but we're looking at the weekly time frame. And essentially everything is going according to plan, right? So we've been talking about, I have videos talking about this shit from 2022, right? So everything looks good. We're on the road to potentially be a $100 per share plus stock, right? Why I think that is because the overall thesis that I've been trying to envision over the past few years is we have this massive move back in 2019 to 2021, right? This is essentially like a 2-year run almost. And we get that 2-year correction. And now what we're looking at is this move that's going to take us higher, right? So overall, again, the entire thesis is Galaxy is going to be a massive name in this space for many, many years to come. I imagine the stock will end up doing something like this, right? Wave 1, we had our wave 2 correction. We're going to have a wave 3 move. Where this goes, we still are yet to find out. And then we'll have, I imagine, a wave 4 correction and then another move to the upside, okay? I imagine over the next X amount of years until 2030, probably something like that, this is kind of what we're probably going to look at, right? That this is what the trend is showing us. We've seen the company grow drastically since the bear. We've seen them acquire, making very strategic plays by, gathering GK8 when it's dirt cheap at the 2022 lows. Same with Helios mining center, right? Mining facility. They're making these plays, and they're now establishing themselves even further by partnering with Invesco to do the ETFs. We're seeing them do stable coins in Europe. All this shit that's happening, it's solidifying them for years to come. That's why, from a technical perspective, I'm looking at Galaxy long term like this. Right now, we're currently in this wave 3 move, right? We've been talking about this since 22. This wave 3 move can take us to, again, if we do the Fibonacci extension tool, I don't really like using this too much nowadays, But the Fibonacci extension tool essentially gives us projections upwards of, if we hit the number 3 target, it's around the 140 area. And again, that would make sense, right? I really do think that makes sense with the NASDAQ uplisting coming up. If we have Bitcoin start rallying as well, it's going to be risk on for crypto equities. Galaxy is going to be ahead of the charts on the crypto equities as it is now, right? So it's crazy. Not many people even talk about Galaxy. It's still like one of the most low-key crypto equities out there. What's going to happen when they uplist to Robinhood? What's going to happen when they're actually on the news? Kathy Wood might be talking about purchasing Galaxy. There's such a broad the total let's just say this, the total addressable market is about to expand drastically. Galaxy is going to be at the forefront of this industry and has been. People are going to want to own this. 100% people are going to want to own this. Institutions are going to want to own this. That's why this has been the thesis. So for those who are talking about, oh, you think $300, it's going to go to, you're crazy if you think it's going to go to 300. Dude, like, what if Galaxy is a part of this next decade plus? What happens if Galaxy is a part of this version's FANG stocks, right? I don't know what the 7 best performing stocks, 5 best performing stocks are going to be in the next decade, but Galaxy could be one of them, right? So again, that's the thesis. Why do I think that this actually can make complete sense? Is because when you zoom in further, or like right now, this is like the long-term outlook, right? If we zoom in right now, the wave 3 move is lining up perfectly because right now we have this massive inverse head and shoulders that's developing, okay? So this is telling you demand is increasing drastically in this stock, and it's telling you that, well, again, note the volume patterns coming in. Look how hard we rallied from around $12 the past few weeks. Right, in 3 weeks, the stock's up over 100% off of NASDAQ uplisting news. We're printing a major pattern here. If we break above this, again, the volume profile states there's really not much volume above this, right? So after this, if we can break this previous all-time high zone, Galaxy is going to be a hot runner. Do not sleep on this shit, man. So majority of the shares being held, of course, around $4. The next biggest amount is around this $12.80 to call it $16 range. Look how hard we bounced off of this area once we came back down and retested it, right? So you could also look at this area here as just one big zone, right? This is the zone that's telling us most traded shares. There's been a bunch of traded shares traded at this level. Sorry, pardon my English here. The fact that we can come back into that area and bounce this hard is very telling, right? So again, massive inverse head and shoulders. Look at there's no resistance above this, right? Like I can't really explain this. I can't be more urgent and excited about this. Like, the setup is here. This is the best chart in crypto right now. Like, aside from the Bitcoin chart being just a perpetual 45-degree up looking chart, like this is some of the best shit you're gonna find. This has taken 4 years to develop. What do you think's gonna happen when we get that breakout? For those who aren't too privy on what happens, like if this is a true inverse head and shoulders and the breakout's gonna be that big, we could have something that looks like this in the next coming 2-3 years. Again, 300 is gnarly. If that were to happen, that'd be freaking crazy. But we're looking at something like this, right? This big wave 3 move taking us to probably, I'm thinking 100 to 150 range, somewhere in here. If things get really wild with Bitcoin, if who knows what could happen from a macroeconomic perspective, things could go even more wild than that, right? But again, this is the breakdown. This is the whole thesis. We've been talking about this since 2023. So you guys probably aren't that surprised that I'm this bullish, but it's exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vid. If there's anything else you guys are looking at, post under this video. Let's talk about it. Let's get more eyes on Galaxy. I think sharing and talking about it is only good. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I apologize for the 10-minute video. Easy.